Hello and welcome into LMU Community TV News. I'm Ashley Collingsworth. Thank you for joining us. Following last Tuesday night's impressive win over the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears in the championship game of the Southeast Regional in front of a very packed and excited crowd of more than 4,000 fans, Tex Turner Arena, the Rail Splitters left yesterday for Dallas, Texas for the NCAA Tournament's Elite Eight. With that win, the Rail Splitters picked up their 22nd straight victory, matching the school and the South Atlantic Conference record for the longest winning streak. Lincoln Memorial shot 53.3% from the field, converting 32 of its 60 shot attempts, including 8 for 18 from the three-point range. The Rail Splitters also went 31 for 39 at the charity stripe to help seal the game late. The Elite Eight is being hosted at the Dr. Pepper Arena in Frisco, Texas from March 23rd through the 26th. Now, for some of the team members, it was their first time flying, and Director of Athletic Communications, Scott Erlin, talked to one of those players.
Here with Dorian Pinson. Dorian, just talk about how excited you are. You're about to get on the bus to head to Frisco, Texas for the Elite Eight, first one in program history.
I'm very excited, a little bit scared. I've never flew on planes before, so it's a first time thing, but I'm really excited. Just got a couple jitters.
Well, what are you expecting with your first trip on an airplane?
I really don't know. I might back out when we get to the terminal, but I'm pretty sure the team will force me on.
Well, I hope you don't back out. How long did you allow yourself to enjoy Tuesday's win? Obviously, it was one of the biggest, maybe the biggest in program history. How long did you allow yourself to kind of soak that in and just enjoy it?
Definitely the first night. The next day, it kind of sunk in, but like after that, nah, I just wanted to get back to business and get ready for this championship.
And it's all business about bringing a championship back here to Herrick, right?
Yeah, definitely. We want to bring it back for the fans and the love and support.
Up against Berry on Wednesday, but for more on that game, be sure you stay right here for your sports update with Adam Haley. Friday was a special day in Harlan as Jordan Smith celebrated the highly anticipated release of his debut album, Something Beautiful. People from all over met in Harlan to celebrate with him as he signed autographs and took photos for more than 2 hours at the Walmart. Before the meet and greet, we did get a chance to speak with him about his experience and what being in Harlan means to him for his album release.
I didn't realize really what it would feel like to be standing here and know that the project was finished and available and that people were able to have that finished product in their hands. I didn't realize kind of what that would feel like once it was done, and so I wasn't very nervous about today. I was really looking forward to it and I was excited, and I definitely hoped that it would be successful and that it would chart well, obviously, but I think that now that it's here, I'm just more kind of in a dream state. It's kind of surreal. It's a surreal moment. It's been a lot of hard work leading up to this, and so it's kind of a win for me and my whole team today, just because the release so far. I called this album Something Beautiful because I think that it really is just that, and there's a letter in the booklet of the album. Personally, from me, I wrote it myself, and in that letter, I just say that I think there are beautiful things that we can find throughout every single day, and that I want this to maybe be that beautiful thing for some people that they can have in their day. So I think that it's a collection of songs that are going to be really special. I handpicked them to go together because they tell a story. They tell my story, but they also tell a story of their own, and I'm excited for everybody to get to experience that for themselves today. I think that the whole message behind my music and this album specifically is just inspiration and hope. I want people to feel encouraged by it, and so whatever that you're dealing with, I think that there's something on this album for you, and whatever kind of music you like, I think there's something on there for you as well. I kind of pulled music from lots of different genres, and we're all across the spectrum here of different kinds of music, and so I want people to feel like, you know, someone understands them. I want them to be able to relate to these songs and to feel encouraged by it and feel better when they're finished listening to this album.
The event in Harlan County shows what an amazing support team he has at home. Jordan has not, though, announced a tour, but says there are still plenty of announcements yet to come. Now, be sure you tune in on Thursday as we talk to Jordan's fiancée, Kristen, about her experience throughout this amazing journey. Lincoln Memorial University President B. James Dawson announced that Dr. Jonathan Leo has been appointed Vice President for Student and Enrollment Services. Prior to his appointment, Leo served as Assistant Provost for Medical Programs, Chair of the Anatomy Department, and Professor of Neuroanatomy at Lincoln Memorial DeBuss College of Osteopathic Medicine. Leo came to LMU in 2006 as the Associate Dean of Students for LMU DCOM and served in that capacity until 2015. During that time, applications applicant numbers for LMU DCOM grew from over 2,000 for the first class, which translates to 13 candidates for each seat, to over 5,000 applicants for the class of 2020, or 20 applicants per seat. He launched the Anatomy Bootcamp program, which has grown from 40 students to nearly 100. Leo has been involved in helping create international partnerships between LMU and universities in China and Australia. He received his PhD in anatomy from the University of Iowa and his BA from Macalester College in St. Paul, Minnesota. Leo has written numerous textbook chapters, including chapters on neurophysiology and neuropharmacology for several leading textbooks. He has also been published in numerous scientific journals. Leo will draw on his over 20 years of experience in higher education in his new position at LMU. Now, he will be a member of the President's Cabinet and will oversee the Student Enrollment Services Division, which includes undergraduate admissions, student retention, student services, financial aid, and student support services. Well, construction continues on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University with a focus around the bell tower in the center of the campus quad. The bell tower is coming along, and there are hopes that this construction will be completed by the end of spring. The bell tower only adds to the beauty and the scenery of the campus, and there are hopes that this will be a project that will carry a memory throughout the decades. Now, coming up after the break, the Pet of the Week is back, and you don't want to miss this week's furry face that is available for adoption at the Claiborne Animal Shelter. So be sure you keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than. My name is Jaquez, and I am your dividend.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. In that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
Dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
You can change my life.
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something.
Then do it.
I dare you.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
A Soldier's Journey Home is a nonprofit 501c3 volunteer organization, and the organization would like to cordially invite the public to the official groundbreaking ceremony on Thursday, March 24th at 6 p.m. at 2744 Back Valley Road in Speedwell for Lance Corporal Cody Evans. Evans is a United States Marine Corps and was injured in Afghanistan on December 15th of 2011 by an IED explosion. It left him a double amputee. He was a reservist with the 4th Combat Engineer Battalion, Delta Company in Knoxville, Tennessee, and is now medically retired. He will have a fully handicapped home built with the help of the community and a Soldier's Journey home. This home build dates are set for May 14th through the 21st. To donate building materials, you can contact President Mike Fitzpatrick at 502-803-5499 or email a soldiersjourneyhome@gmail.com. Now, tax-deductible financial donations for the Cody Evans home build in Speedwell can be mailed to a Soldier's Journey Home, P.O. Box 1865, Arlington Heights, Illinois 60006. The family and friends want to thank everyone in the community for the continued support in helping provide Cody with a specially adapted home. Well, this Easter Sunday, Pine Mountain State Resort Park will be hosting an Easter buffet from noon until 8 o'clock that night. The cost of the buffet is $19.50 for adults and $9.50 for children, and that price does include your beverage. The buffet will consist of a cheese bar, beef carved on the line, Kentucky country ham, fried fish and hush puppies, fresh fruit, a salad bar, and a variety of desserts. Now, for more information, you can call 606-337-3066. A furry face is the perfect addition for any family, and each week we bring you adoptable pups from the Claiborne Animal Shelter. These furry faces are available for adoption at the animal shelter, so let's show off this week's Pet of the Week. In hopes of finding their forever home and family and following your Pet of the Week, stick around for your sports update with Adam Haley and entertainment with Joseph Lewis.
We're here with Liza from the Claiborne County Animal Shelter, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Angel.
Angel is about 3 years old, and as you can see, she's a pit bull or an American Staffordshire Terrier, if you're one of those people who gets squeamish about the term pit bull. And we've had her since January. She was brought in as a stray. She was about 20 pounds lighter. She was a skeletal thing and had 9 puppies. And the puppies have all gone to rescue, and we're trying to find the perfect home for Angel, and that would be a home where she's a family member. She's not somebody that gets tied outside because she looks kind of like she might be mean.
She's definitely a sweetheart.
Yeah, not a mean bone in her body. She gets along with other dogs. We tried her with a cat, and the cat batted her in the face, and she ran out of the room. So she's just an excellent girl. She loves to play ball.
Right.
Loves ball. And then, oddly enough, she's whacking me in the face with her tail. She's pretty laid back.
Really?
Yeah, she's excited about being here. But once she plays ball for a little bit, then she just goes and she lies down. She'll lie down in the shade and just chill.
Right.
So she's a really sweet, sweet girl.
And she's ready to go home with somebody?
Yes, she is.
So if you would like to come meet Angel, you can contact Liza at the Claiborne County Animal Shelter.
Yeah. And the phone number there is 423-626-2686. Or they can go on our website, which is claiborneanimalshelter.com. We've got an adoption application on there. And we want to make sure that the vet reference is a very important part of that to fill out. We are going to check to make sure that people have taken care of their pets.
Okay.
So Angel is just waiting for a really wonderful, loving home because she's got a lot of love to give.
Definitely. So if you want to meet Angel, you should get in touch with Liza. Thanks.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
College. It can seem a million miles away. But what if you could get help with your tuition expenses? Get help filling out all those applications and finding a major that fits. All of a sudden, the impossible becomes possible. Visit collegefortn.org today. College. You can get there from here.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back. The LMU men's basketball team departed for Frisco, Texas over the weekend for the NCAA Division II Elite Eight. The top-ranked Rail Splitters will face Sunshine State Conference foe Barry University. It'll be the first Elite Eight for both the Rail Splitters and the Buccaneers. LMU advances after a stellar season in which the Rail Splitters have only lost twice to King and Bellarmine, who were both in the NCAA tournament this season. Tip-off between LMU and Barry is set for 1 p.m. There'll be live video on NCAA.com, and LMU Sports Network's Rusty Peace will have radio coverage starting at 12:30 on 91.3 FM WLMU. The other Elite Eight matchups are West Liberty versus Stonehill at 3:30 p.m., Augustana versus Tarleton State at 7 p.m., and Western Oregon versus Saginaw Valley State at 9:30 p.m. The LMU baseball team spent the weekend in conference action on the road in Salisbury, North Carolina against Catawba College. The Indians and Rail Splitters opened up the series on Friday, and it was the Indians who got on the board first on a Kyle Smith 2 RBI double. The defenses took center stage until the 6th inning when LMU exploded with a 3-run home run by Logan Augustine and another 3-run home run by Russell Clark to put the Rail Splitters in the lead, and they'll keep the lead moving on to the win 8-6. Clark finished the game with 4 RBIs, while Dominic Morabito picked up the win in relief, going 2 innings, allowing 1 hit while striking out 2. On Saturday, the two teams came back together for a doubleheader. It was the Indians once again striking first in the first, this time on a Malachi Haynes 2-run home run. West Nederland would hit a solo home run in the second, but it was Catawba who would own the game 2 as they added 2 runs in the fourth and 2 more in the fifth to win 7-2. Ethan Elliott took his first loss of the season, going 7 innings, allowing 10 hits, 7 earned runs, while striking out 5. Game 3 of the series would open differently as Nederland hit a solo home run in the top of the second to give LMU the early 1-0 lead. But sadly for Splitter Nation, the Indians responded with 3 runs in the bottom of the second and 3 more in the bottom of the third on their way to a 9-1 victory. Matt Mullenbach took the loss for LMU, falling to 0-3 on the season, going 2 innings, allowing 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 of which were earned, while striking out 5. LMU, now at 17-8 on the season, will regroup as they'll head to Rome, Georgia on Wednesday to face Shorter. The LMU lacrosse teams were also on the road this weekend when they went to Wingate, North Carolina. The LMU men opened the day still looking for their first conference win in school history. Wingate's Daniel Goodwin, Robert Goodwin, and Drew Thompson combined for the game's first 4 goals to put the Bulldogs up 4-0. Dylan Neisler put LMU on the board, but Wingate responded with 3 more goals to lead 7-1. The Rail Splitters put 6 goals on the board in the second to trail at half 9-7, but in the second half the sticks went cold and Wingate picked up the win 18-10. Neisler and Kyle Aruki led LMU in scoring with 2 goals each. The men will now regroup for a non-conference game on Thursday in Lakewood, New Jersey against Georgian College. The LMU women were also looking for their first conference win in North Carolina. Just like the men, the ladies quickly found themselves in an early hole. Wingate's Brittany Andrews scored 2 goals in the first 100 seconds to put the Bulldogs up 2. From there, the Bulldogs scored at will, putting 11 goals on the board in the first half. LMU scored 5 straight goals in the second half, but the damage was done, and Wingate went on to the win 15-6. Casey Kelly and Amara Moss led LMU with 2 goals each in the loss. The women will also venture back out of conference with a short road trip to Pikeville, Kentucky to face U-Pike Monday evening. The LMU beach volleyball teams opened up the record books this weekend with their first official games in Charleston, South Carolina for the College of Charleston Beach Invitational. Now, for those not familiar, beach volleyball is scored more like tennis than indoor volleyball. The season began on Saturday with a match against host College of Charleston. LMU dropped all 5 sets to lose the opening match 5-0, but it was Jordan Green and Fernanda Miachi who picked up the first set win in LMU history, 21-12, over Kennedy Madison and Lauren Hallman. Game 2 on Saturday was against Mercer, but once again it was LMU dropping the match 5-0 as Mercer swept 4 of the 5 matches and won by forfeit in the 5th match. On Sunday, the ladies met back at the Creekside Tennis and Swim Club to take on the Blazers of Alabama Birmingham. The duo of Samantha Cash and Erica Whitaker put up a fight, forcing 3 sets, but it was UAB winning 5-0. The final match of the weekend will be the toughest on paper as the ladies had to finish the weekend with 8th-ranked Georgia State. LMU put up a fight but lost all 5 matches in straight sets to fall 5-0. The ladies will continue their spring break tour of warmer weather when they'll go to Babson Park, Florida on Tuesday to face Weber International. And on Wednesday, they'll be in St. Petersburg, Florida to take on Eckerd. The LMU softball team was in Wingate, North Carolina this past weekend to open up SAC play against Wingate University. Riding an 8-game winning streak going in, the Lady Rosesplitters were looking to build off their confidence and start a march toward the conference championship. The Bulldogs started the first game by scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Jennifer Moose hit a 2-run home run in the fourth to bring LMU back to within 1, and an Ashley Hunter solo home run tied the game in the 7th and sent the game into extra innings, where a Meredith Johnson RBI single proved to be the difference, and LMU won 4-3. Breonna Taylor picked up the win, going 8 innings, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, and striking out 2. Game 2 started the same way as the first one did, with Wingate getting on the board first. Taylor Lasky hit an RBI single, and Jordan Wilson hit a 2 RBI double in the first to put the Bulldogs up 3. They would add 2 more in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 2 more in the fifth to run rule LMU 8-0 in 5 innings. Meredith Johnson got LMU's only hit in the game, and Breonna Taylor suffered her 7th loss of the season in the circle, going 3 innings, allowing 7 hits, 5 runs, and striking out 2. The ladies will travel to Anderson, South Carolina on Wednesday for a doubleheader with the Anderson Trojans. Now that's all for sports, but stay tuned after the break as Joseph Lewis will let us know if the latest Divergent series movie had enough firepower to knock Zootopia off the top spot this weekend when he brings you the box office report here on LMU Community TV News.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Tops at the box office this weekend were led for the 3rd time in a row by Zootopia, the latest release from Walt Disney Animation Studios, adding $38 million onto its now $201 million domestic gross. In addition to scoring the largest ever opening for The House of Mouse, the film has made an additional $389 million in foreign markets and has been greeted with widespread acclaim from critics and audiences alike thanks to its exciting story, clever humor, and pointed social commentary. All signs point to Zootopia joining the ranks with Frozen and Big Hero 6 as one of Disney's biggest recent successes. Following at number 2 was newcomer Allegiant, the 3rd installment in the big screen adaptation of Veronica Roth's Divergent franchise, taking $29 million in its debut, an underwhelming figure in light of the previous films having opened to more than $50 million apiece. This series has been greeted with increasingly less enthusiasm from both critics and audiences each time out, and Allegiant appears to be no exception. And rounding out the top 3 was the weekend's other major wide release, the faith-based drama Miracles from Heaven, starting its run with $15 million. Considering the heavily religious nature of its content, any viewer's mileage may vary. made most evident by the disparity between its 54% critical score on Rotten Tomatoes and its A+ rating from audience polls via CinemaScore. Sitting just outside the top 3 was 10 Cloverfield Lane, the surprise follow-up to J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves' found-footage monster movie, adding $12 million onto its now $45 million domestic gross. Thanks to its small scale and its low $15 million budget, the film has quickly scored a profit for distributor Paramount, meaning that audiences may be seeing more movies released under the Cloverfield banner in the near future. Even after dropping to number 5 on the chart, the irreverent superhero outing Deadpool managed to add another $8 million onto its $340 million domestic gross. Financially speaking, the film's success is staggering, having taken $730 million worldwide and currently only $17 million away from outgrossing every other film in Fox's X-Men universe. Deadpool has also become the 3rd highest grossing R-rated film of all time, ranking just below The Passion of the Christ and American Sniper. Also of note in limited release was Midnight Special, filmmaker Jeff Nichols' first venture into the sci-fi genre, taking $184,000 from 5 screens, giving it an impressive per-screen average of $36,800. Considering its cast of A-listers and its excellent critical reception, Midnight Special can be expected to expand in the coming weeks. Other titles, including London Has Fallen and Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, are quickly disappearing, though in all likelihood, even the week's successful titles won't stand a chance next weekend when Warner and DC's long-awaited Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice soars onto the silver screen. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
I never felt all that special. But in the wake of an earthquake, we can all do something. When donating goods, it's hard to know what's needed. So now it's my turn to help. Aid workers can spend me locally, where I can help save lives. Someone is doing better because of me. Together, we made that happen.
Ma.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Community TV News. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you back here on Thursday. For everyone here at LMU Community TV, I'm Ashley Collingsworth. Have a great week.